What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. Today, guys, we gotta talk about the 1/6 scale Masters of the Universe Beastman from Mondo Toys. This thing is a beast, I will say, but the price is also a little aggressive. But I'm gonna give a brief history on the character, and then we're gonna dive into the thoughts on the figure itself. So guys, stick around. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button for me, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and let's get into it.
I give you Ben Thomas Showtime. Here we go.
Alrighty guys, so welcome back. Let's talk a little bit about the character, his abilities, and then let's talk about this 1/6 scale figure from Mondo Toys. So Beastman is commonly known within the Masters of the Universe storyline. It's a really cool character. His homeworld is Eternia. Some of his abilities include bestial strength and agility, power to control animals with a telepathic control, agility, brute strength, and super senses. Now, Beastman is a character that is popular in the toy line and cartoon series Masters of the Universe, the savage right-hand man of Skeletor. Beastman was one of the first 7 characters to be created for the Masters of the Universe toy line by Mattel in the early 1980s, and one of the first 4 to be completed and released. Now, the other 3 were being the He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Skeletor. When the character was developed by Mattel, the name Beastman was reused from a figure in Mattel's earlier Flash Gordon toy line. Now, some brief history. Beastman was the henchman most often at Skeletor's side. He had the power to telepathically control most of the beasts and animals on Eternia. While he did possess a certain cunning, his talents were often unappreciated by Skeletor, who frequently made Beastman the main object of his wrath, frequently blaming him when a scheme failed. Now, Beastman resented being bossed around by Skeletor, but lacked the courage to stand up to him. Over time, he became more bumbling and comedic. Now, on one occasion, Beastman was banished from Snake Mountain by Skeletor, who had grown weary of his consistent failures. A bitter Beastman, feeling useless with the power of Snake Mountain behind him, set out to prove his worth by capturing King Randor on his own by bringing him to Snake Mountain. Now, although he succeeded in capturing the king, when He-Man came to rescue, he was subjected to Skeletor's wrath one more time and admitted back into his ranks purely because Skeletor needed someone on which to vent his fury. Now, despite this, Beastman admitted it was nice to be home. Now, Beastman used shadow beasts as his primary henchmen, as they followed his orders without the need for mind control. His ability to control animals was not absolute, however. For instance, he could not control Cringer or Battlecat or even Panther. Beastman was often teamed up with Trapjaw, which we have seen from Mondo already as a figure release coming out, and with the 2 of them occasionally striking out on their own. But with the history behind us, let's take a look at the Mondo 6 scale figure, because I know that's what you guys are here for. So he does stand 13 inches tall, a little bit bigger than most standard figures, and bigger than what we're seeing with the He-Man figure, for example, or even the Skeletor. The product includes the Beastman figure himself, a neutral swappable head, an angry swappable head, a throwable swappable head, a removable body armor, knee guards, bicep guards, shoulder pad, wrist guards, swappable hands, which gives us a neutral hand, aggressive hands, fists, a C grip, and a claw hand. We do get a bendable whip accessory, a blaster accessory, a goblet accessory, a meat chunk accessory, which is kind of gross, a sword accessory, a shoulder pad faux fur, a wrist faux fur, and a faux leather loincloth. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is a limited time pre-order for this figure. It's available from October 3rd, which was yesterday, at 12 p.m. Central Time, through October 13th at 11:59 a.m. Central Time. So you do have a couple days still for sure to lock this in if you're watching this video currently. The figure does come in though at a hefty price point of $275 on the mondoshop.com website. Now, part of that I think has to do clearly with the amount of plastic that's in this figure. We're getting multiple accessories, multiple different head sculpts. We got the faux fur sections, as well as, again, the plastic body itself. It is a larger scale figure than some of the other characters we've seen. So I do understand why the price is starting to get closer to comparable other toy lines out there like Hot Toys, which I never really like putting Mondo Toys and Hot Toys in the same sentence, because to me they're very different. They represent very different artistry and different types of collections and even different types of collectors. But the price point is certainly kind of within range. So you have to ask yourself, how much do you truly like Masters of the Universe? Keep in mind, we've seen now several He-Men, we've seen Skeletor, we've seen Battle Cat, we've seen Panther. Like, it's going to get to be a very expensive collection for you if this is your love. Now, I love Masters of the Universe, but even I can't justify buying the whole line. I really like what I'm seeing with regards to this figure. I love the expressions in the head sculpt. I love the way this figure is painted. I even find that the joints are actually really well hidden by the uniform, really well hidden by the outfit, really well hidden by those fur sections. I think that's really nice detailing. And again, the size is appealing to me as well. I like that he's bigger in scale than some of his counterparts. But I would say this is a figure that I don't feel like I actually need. If I wanted to represent my Masters of the Universe collection, it would be with the He-Man that I'm chasing down right now and the Skeletor that I've got on pre-order. Even that Battle Cat, as much as I love that, guys, that thing is an absolute centerpiece. It is huge. And I know some of you out there have reached out to me to say you've got it and you're happy with it. And for those folks, heck yeah, I'm very excited for you guys. This one, while I think the figure is fantastic, and I do think it offers a lot of value here, the price is a little high. It's definitely not an entry price point. And if you haven't already collected the majority of the rest of the collection, unless Beastman happens to be your favorite character in Masters of the Universe, I think this is going to be one that a lot of people still unfortunately skip on. So I pose the question back to you guys listening. Is this a figure you guys have already pulled the trigger on? Is this one you feel like you could maybe hold off on? Do you think the price point is justified at $275? The other question I have for you is, do you guys like the timed editions? In my opinion, it does make them more collectible because people will miss out ultimately. But I also don't like feeling the pressure to buy. I like having some time to think about it and really look at the collectible for a while before I feel like I have to buy it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but don't miss the window if this one is on your radar. If you want it, I look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments. But thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next Mondo Toy review. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I'll be back.